So we've already seen how to calculate logarithms when we have a direct relationship between what our base is and what we're taking the log of. So for example, the log base 3 of 81, we could figure that one out because 3 to a certain power will bring us to 81. Okay, this one turns out to be 4 because 3 to the 4 equals 81. However, not all our logarithms are going to be like that. Okay, I could put any number here, and if it's not some multiple of 3, okay, or some 3 to some power, I'm not going to get a nice number like 4. So we need to be able to take these on our calculator. And so in order to do that, we need to know this base change formula. Okay, and the way it works is if I have log base A, so A is my base, of B. Well, I can't type just any log base in my calculator. Okay, there's only 2 log bases on your calculator. They are, okay, if you hit the log button, that's really log base 10. And if you hit the LN button, of course, you remember that's log base E. Those are the only 2 buttons you have on your calculator for logarithms. So if you want to take, if you wanted to calculate this one on your calculator, you couldn't just type in, you couldn't hit log of 81, because then that means the log base 10 of 81, which is not the same as log base 3 of 81. So give me a minute here, I'll bring up the calculator and show you how to do this. Okay, so I got my calculator here. So my base change formula says if I can take the log of whatever I'm taking the log of, okay, so B, and I can take and divide that by the log with the same base, okay, and take the log of my base, then this will be the same thing as taking the actual log of that. So it seems kind of weird, but if I rewrite this in terms of log base 10, okay, so because log base 10 is my log button on my calculator, which is right here, okay, that's your log button, so that's log base 10. I can rewrite this as log base 10 of 81 divided by log base 10 of 3. Okay, and that should still give me the same answer I got. So if you remember, this was 4, so I should be able to type this in my calculator and get 4. So you got to be a little careful, make sure you're doing your parentheses the right way, but I'm going to do log, okay, so there's a little 10 there, that's log base 10 of 81. I want to close my parentheses and then divide that by the log of 3. Okay, so log base 10 of 81 divided by log base 10 of 3. And I get 4. Okay, I could do the same thing with ln. So I could do ln of 81 and divide it by the ln of 3. Okay, you have to have the same thing. You can't mix your logs and your ln's because then you're not meeting the condition where you have to have the same log base for these two. Okay, it's got to be C. So in this case, my C is 10. In this case, my C would be E. I'm still getting 4. Okay, so if you got something like log base 5 of 20, well, 5 doesn't have a power that will bring me to 20. Okay, there's no 5 to some power that brings me to 20. Or no easy one. I mean, when I answer this, I will actually know what the power is. But I can't get this just by looking at it. So I have to use my change of base formula. So I'm going to do log base 10 of 20 divided by log base 10 of 5. So log 20 divided by log of 5. Okay, I get this. Now check my answer. So I'm getting out 1.861 whatever. And remember, that means that if I took 5 and raised it to that power, that should equal 20. Well, I can check that real easily on my calculator. I just have to hit 5, 2, okay, and I want to put that as my power. So I'm going to hit second answer, because I want to put the exact value in. I don't want to round it. And I get 20 out. So now I know I did it right. Okay, we can do other ones. Okay, log base 10 of 6. So maybe I'll use ln this time. ln of 6 divided by ln of 10. And you get that. So what this means is that if I took 10 to this power, I should get 6. And I can check that on my calculator. 10 to that power gives me 6. Okay, so log base 10 of 6 is 0.778. Now, I didn't really need to use the base change formula here because this is log base 10. And that is what the button is. So when I have log base 10, all I really need to do is hit log of 6, and I'll get the same thing. So if you got log base 10, you don't need to use base change formula. If you have log base e or ln, the natural log, you don't need to use base change formula for that either. Okay, so one more example, log base 12 of 3. I'm going to type it in as log of 3 divided by log of 12. I get that. Check my answer, make sure that 12 to that power is 3, and it is. Okay, and that's how you use your base change formula.